Hello, Earth and Space Science students. These are the directions for your Unit 3 Provocation. And so if you find that on Google Classroom, it's going to look something like this. And so again, you're going to be using, I'm going to move my camera over here. You're going to be using that same website that we were just playing with in the instructional video. First part is kind of just doing that. I just want you to explore it. You don't have to do it for 7 minutes, but just kind of play around with it. If you're already playing with it earlier, just kind of record different things that you observe. So you might talk about how mountains are forming, how volcanoes are forming, and where the earthquakes are, all kinds of stuff like that. Just write down some observations that you had. And like I said, it's good to do this so that we kind of understand what to do. I'm going to delete this. Whoops. All right, so the second part, you're trying to make different geographical features. And so it says you're trying to create different things that are talked about in here and then describe how you made them. So to start out with, you're going to want only oceans. So if I were to do, let's say, 2 plates again, you're going to start off with only oceans, so you don't actually draw any continents. And you're going to try and create an island. And so then after you do it, you're going to try and describe how you did that. So I might hit only oceans. I might have these guys collide with each other. I got my plates, and then you just hit start. And you're just looking for basically any land to be formed. So you can see there's new seafloor being formed. I don't see any land yet. It looks like there might be some islands coming up or starting. Possibly. And that's just coming in from the force, it looks like. No islands over here. Yeah, I'd say we got a string of islands. So I'd probably pause it here, or you click that stop button down below. I will go to my assignment and I talk about how I made two different plates run into each other. That's called a convergent boundary. We'll learn about later. And so that caused that pressure to, cause that crust to kind of buckle and shift that stuff up. And then that's what kind of led to that. You're going to try and make a mountain. And so this is where you probably want to have some continents. So using some continents, should probably put continents. You're going to make a mountain. You're going to try and make a mid-ocean trench. Define the mid-ocean trench. So a trench is that deeper part. I think this is one of your vocab words too. But you're going to want to use that cross-section tool. So remember, you're looking at, it's that white line. That's kind of what you're seeing. And then this is just like your space. Like if I do it like up and down, I'm just seeing the ocean floor here. If I do the white line over here, you can kind of see that's my cross-section as to what that kind of groove is, where the plates are, I think these are moving away from each other. And so you're trying to find the mid-ocean trench. So tricky thing is there's mid-ocean ridges and there's mid-ocean trenches. Look at your vocab to know the difference, but in this case, you're looking for a mid-ocean trench, and then you'll look for the ridge. Kids a lot of times get those confused, so make sure you look at your vocab or do that first so that you know which one you're looking for, because one of these sides is the trench and one is the ridge. I'm not going to tell you which. You got to figure that out for yourself. You're going to try and make a volcano, and so remember to see the volcanic eruptions, you'll want to click menu here and then turn on volcanic eruptions. And those are just those triangles that you see. So it looks like I already have this row of volcanic islands here. And you can see those on the cross-section as well. And then last, you're trying to make some earthquakes. Again, you turn on the earthquakes. And those are the different dots. And those different colors, I think there's a way it'll tell you. Yeah, so it'll tell you here volcanoes are triangles. It'll tell you here the magnitude for the earthquake. So blue is like big earthquakes. Red is not so much. And then it also, this is new, I think. It'll tell you the different type of rock layers that you got. I don't think I did that before. And then on here, you're actually going to use a pre-made model and kind of talk about it. So not a super long assignment by any means, mainly because I want you to just kind of explore and play around with this. We'll use that tool later this year as well, I think, for a different assignment when we're talking about the specific types of plate boundaries. Yeah. But that's your provocation. If you have any questions, make sure you're reaching out to either me or your Earth and Space Science teacher at AL or TJ. Have a good rest of your day. Bye.